Week 17 here on this New Year's Eve. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. A man who grew up right here in Kansas City at Center High School. It's Rachaad White. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Young to throw it. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. And Charles, you look at this defense, they were a very loose group coming into the week, knowing they kind of had the upper hand going into this one, taking on a team that hasn't won in a month and a half.
And that works well for you if you establish your dominance early in the game against a team that's struggling. But if somehow they fashion some plays together early, knock them back on their heels, that looseness can be used against them. Then they're trying to scramble to make sure they get their game right.
Young, he's going to change it up. To throw is Young. Throwing on 3rd and long. That one behind his receiver and incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40.
At their own 37-yard line.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 37. Throwing here, Purdy. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Purdy. Into the hands of the rookie Jordan Addison. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. On 1st down, it's Purdy. This is caught by Addison. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Purdy to throw it on 1st down. This is caught. And the Chiefs are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Once more, Purdy looking to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. A great play there. Touchdown number 18 on the... And the Chiefs are on the board first here this afternoon. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
So they went for two and failed. They didn't use him on the PAT, but now he boots this one away with a 6-0 lead. From his end zone, here's Darius Davis. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. He's got a man complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. DK Metcalf, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Bengals strike quickly here to tie up the ball game. Groupie able to add the PAT. And they take the lead here at 7-6. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And as these guys interplay in Week 17, we know one thing. They are playoff bound, but they want to win that division title. And the defense loses him. It's complete. Down the left sideline. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there. 82 yards. And the Chiefs are once again back in front. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes, because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Bengals drive about to get going. And, Charles, the name of the game last time, efficiency. Their very first snap, they connected for a quick touchdown.
They get more value than just the points from that series as well. Only needing one play, it keeps the entire offense rested up.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Higgins goes in motion right. A first down throw for Young. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack.
A loss of 4 yards. It's second down.
They'll try the right side here with White. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. Third and long coming up.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Third and long for Young.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well in time there. And now fourth down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Fourth down, Young. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. For a real head-scratcher there. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Now Purdy.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Here's Purdy.
Flush to his right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Brings up a 3rd down.
Purdy will set up to throw it here.
Pressure comes and down he goes. So 4th and 15, but the offense is staying out there to go for it.
Purdy from the gun. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted.
Picked up by Justin Reed.
And the Bengals are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down.
Following the interception, Young.
That's DK Metcalf running the slant. He's got it.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line.
A gain of 12. First down, Bengals.
Young looks to throw on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. Looking for White on the deep ball. And that is incomplete.
Trying to connect there with Rashad White out of the backfield.
But it'll be 2nd down.
You talk about this Chiefs defense.
They played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
And the big difference in the game, their ability to force turnovers. Multiple, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, the big difference in the game.
It was impressive. Now the question, can they duplicate it?
They need 18 yards here on 3rd down.
Throwing, Young. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Call it a loss of 4 there on the sack. And speaking of the number 4, it brings up 4th down now. He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
2nd quarter from Arrowhead. It's the Chiefs in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Shotgun now with Purdy.
Flushed out right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
The Chiefs at 11-4 now on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And let's remember that last week that this offense, they played about as well as they possibly could play. Touchdown after touchdown. They were absolutely unstoppable in that game. They'll be hard-pressed to do it again, repeat that type of performance. But, boy, were they sensational just a week ago.
Again, it's Purdy to throw it. He's got his target. That's complete.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 14.
Purdy looking to throw. Looking for Addison again, and he's got him again. Touchdown! Jordan Addison with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Chiefs have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Purdy will throw for it.
And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. And the formula there on the 2-point try to go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
The defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Now here's Young.
Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted.
Picked off by Jair Alexander. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly,
way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
Jordan Addison
with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And the Chiefs are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
They'll try and throw for it. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
it is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the 4th quarter. But you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you...
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Bengals.
Darius Davis.
65 yards.
And the Bengals get a bit closer. Here's Groupie for the PAT.
And the lead's down to 2 scores now at 16.
The score, Chiefs 30, Bengals 14.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
And they're going to have terrific field position as they finally get to him, but just shy of the midfield stripe.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
Purdy looking to throw on first down here. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Eluding the pressure right. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Purdy now to throw. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Bengals are going to take over at their own 41.
Intercepted by the Bengals. They'll take over first and 10 at their own 41-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
They'll start in excellent field position following the INT.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, and he cannot get away, and Young will go down. The Bengals on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 17. Now Young. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. Here's Young. They'll indeed go for it. Sliding out of the pocket. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off, and it'll be a turnover on downs. 4 minutes to play here in quarter number 2. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
On first down, Purdy.
Flush to his right. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 7-yard line.
Throwing here, Purdy.
And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
That's a gain of 3.
On third down, it's Purdy.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Like what I've seen so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on third down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
Well, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down.
Back to throw, Purdy.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs.
Jordan Addison
On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
and the Chiefs' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
They'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
How about this? Racing to the end zone.
And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
His 7th rushing touchdown on the year, number 8 overall. And the Bengals are able to cut into that deficit. Groupie for the extra point. And that one cuts this to a 17-point spread.
Chiefs 38, Bengals 21.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Here's Purdy on 1st and 10. He lets one go deep for Addison. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Game clock sitting at 2:02, so they'll get one play before the 2-minute warning. It's Young on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. On 2nd down, Young again. And the Chiefs are going to get him. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. To throw, Young. Over the middle, complete. It's White. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the 1st down.
A gain of 9 on the play, but it brings up 4th down.
4th down, Young. And this is caught. Touchdown. Will Mallory, 33 yards. And the Bengals are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Well, Charles, kind of the future of this franchise on display right there. You had a rookie throwing it, a rookie catching it, and taking it into the end zone.
Could you imagine if we were in the owner's box right now and we could look at the front office and see the grins on their faces, to see the present making plays and knowing what the future will bring with these youngsters going out and making big-time moments happen for this team.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Purdy. Over the middle, the catch made by Mitchell. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Purdy to throw it on 1st down. He gets it to Addison. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Bengals are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they'll start from their own 5, so you'd have to imagine they'll stay conservative. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. It's Young off play action. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Joey Porter Jr.
And a potential turning point as he'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
Tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
And it's complete to Mitchell. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs.
On first down, it's Purdy.
Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And we're going to get a timeout. With 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal.
Final play of the half. Purdy
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone.
There he goes, right side.
And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42. Great return.
But one thing I know for sure, the standard speech is to treat the game like it's tied. But when you have an advantage, they also tell you, make sure you don't get your foot off the gas. Message received.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely.
It's caught inside the 25. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
A gain of 36 yards.
Shotgun now with Purdy.
And he's got it. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
Here's Purdy.
And in for the Chiefs touchdown. A great play there. With his 19th touchdown, his second of the game. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead.
Purdy will throw for it.
And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us. Because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exact.
And got his man complete.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
A gain of 33 yards on the play. And the Bengals first down.
On first and 10, Young.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might.
Young is intercepted for the 3rd time this game. And the Chiefs will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning, threw 28 his rookie year.
It's caught inside the 25.
Touchdown! A big play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So the Chiefs opt to keep the offense out there, and they'll line up to go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he doesn't even get this to the 10. He's taken down at the 9.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. I mean, just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity.
Purdy looking to throw.
And in for the Chiefs touchdown.
Jordan Addison.
A 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Chiefs get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
So once again, the Chiefs electing to go for the 2-point conversion.
Purdy from the gun.
And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack, and they fail on the try for 2. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They defer to White out of the shotgun. And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game. Now Young on 4th down. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and that will force a turnover on downs.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, they certainly knew their challenge as this series began, and they got a stop on play number 1. Goal now, get 2 more stops and limit the damage to a field goal.
Complete. This is Mitchell. And they are able to stop it, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Now Purdy. Touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs are pouring it on. So it takes them just 3 plays here to find the end zone. And you remember, of course, this was all set up by their defense.
Yeah, they got the stop on 4th down, so I imagine the offense said to their defense, thank you very much for this great starting field position. And like you said, 3 plays later, they're in the end zone.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Here comes the return from the very back of the end zone. And he doesn't even get this to the 10. He's taken down at the 9.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he's up past the 10 to about the 12. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
You got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
On 3rd down, a run from White. And he's going to be marked down short of the 1st down, right around the 17. It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on 4th down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Young to throw on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Purdy will set up to throw it here. Buying time to his left. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Purdy completes this to Addison out left. The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. Purdy now to throw. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Elijah Mitchell, 26 yards. And the Chiefs stretch this 4th quarter lead even further, and they are closing in on win number 12 of the season. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th.
Personally, I'd rather see them kick the extra point there than to go for 2, but it almost feels like there's a story within the story here. I mean, this isn't college. You know, size of victory, that matters in those games. Here, all you have to do is win by 1 point. That's all that you need. Instead, they go for it, get 2. You got some pretty ticked off folks on the other sideline now.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the...
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway.
Inside the 20.
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown.
Rashad White, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. The point after, good by Groupie.
As they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed as they've got the big lead here in the 4th.
Loss of 7 brings up 2nd and 17 at the 5-yard.
Throwing on 2nd and long.
Purdy. That's caught downfield by Addison.
And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34.
There's Purdy on 1st and 10. He lets one go deep for Addison.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Well, big here in the 4th quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points. But they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
On 1st down, Purdy. Looking for Addison again, and he's got him again.
And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
Purdy will look to throw again here. This is caught by Addison.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Back to throw, Purdy.
Escaping the pressure right. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. George Kittle, a 9-yard touchdown grab.
And the Chiefs add 6 more to their point total, and they're on cruise control right now here in the 4th.
They'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2, they don't get it.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this spot. No, okay.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Opting to run again here with White. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on 1st down quickly negated. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package, and that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
tough spot here. 3rd down and 11.
And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Young on 3rd down. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Cameron Jordan, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Talk about two sides of the ball at cross purposes, because mercifully this game's almost over for the offense, but the defense, they still want to get a few shots in. Up front 7, they've loved this ball game. They've been able to pad their stats, and maybe some backups can get in and get a sack as well.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. The Bengals bring out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that, right?
Yeah, he said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
Purdy's for the throw here, caught by Addison.
And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. Now it looks like he'll throw here.
Addison hauls it in.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40 to mark him down at the 39.
Purdy looking to throw on 1st down here. He gets it to Addison.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. And quickly they get to the line. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
Throw to the right, hauled in by Addison.
He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Again, it's Purdy to throw it.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Justin Reed. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for Bengals TD. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell, just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football, because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
And Young's throw there incomplete. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Through the middle of the field. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, when they said before the game that they were going to try and execute every second of this contest, I guess that was taken literally, because here they are in the final moments of the 4th, putting another touchdown on the board, Charles, to add to this big lead.
I'm not a big believer in 110%, but it certainly applies here, doesn't it? Because some guys just can't go with less. As long as there's time left on the clock, they're pushing to get to the end zone one more time. They don't really care about what the optics show. They just want to finish the game off the way that they like to play it. Full speed, all out.
He will return this from deep in the end zone.
And deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And great field possession coming up in the red zone at the 17-yard line.
I'm starting to get the sense throughout the league that more of the special teams coordinators give their guys the green light to bring the ball out because everyone wants big plays to happen. I don't know if that philosophy will hold after that error there, turn it over that deep in their own territory.
Do guys go rogue there a lot based on feeling?
I think a lot of them just sense that they can make a play and make a huge one to help their team. And they have to have that athletic arrogance about themselves. And every now and then, though, it'll cost them. And that's what we just saw there.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago. And you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed.
Stand up. Do the he say, she say, getting no delay, run it like relay, bro. You ain't got it like this. In my part C straight, big fur jacket from eBay, looking timeless. I gotta let my skin fade marinate. We gotta don't stop, celebrate. Everyone scream next up, but I'm the #1 candidate. Captain's armband, I'm making key plays. When I'm doing shows, gotta get all prepaid. What you I'm on it, break, no side, know about these ways. I gotta let my skin fade marinate. We gotta toast up, celebrate. Everyone scream next up, but I'm the #1 candidate. Star boy, excellence. Them other guys, irrelevant. They all on. Zoe Kravitz, half white, half melanin. Baby face and a white gold tooth cap. I treat the waiter nice, she love that. I mix the blueberry pie. It's not what I wear, it's how I rock that. If I can buy that twice, I'll cut that. Sweet 110, spot that, chop that. Tryna look me at, tell her it's not that. Do the he say, she say, getting no delay. Run it like relay, bro, you ain't got it like this. In my part C straight, big fur jacket from eBay, looking timeless. I gotta let my skin fade marinate. We gotta toast up, celebrate. Everyone scream next up, but I'm the #1 candidate. I'm a #1 like you say. Used to kick ball on the estate back then. T90s with the Levi's matching. Drinks in the denim, that's classic. Beats get wrapped like Futamaki, that's a sushi roll. I'm a young CEO, gotta do as you're told. Gotta act your stat, gotta play your role. I was OT, all shutting down shows from A to B, long way to go. Right time, they know about me. Hello, the jiggle and clap, jello. I've been on top, where they at? Below, presidential flow, Marilyn Monroe. I got pounds, got euros, stacking them both. Do the he say, she say, getting no delay, run it like relay, bro. You ain't got it like this. In my part C straight, big fur jacket from eBay, looking timeless. I gotta let my skin fade marinate. We gotta toast up, celebrate. Everyone scream next up, but I'm the #1 candidate. Captain's armband, I'm making key plays. When I'm doing shows, gotta get all prepaid. What you I'm on it, break, no side, know about these ways. I gotta let my skin fade marinate. We gotta toast up, celebrate. Everyone scream next up, but I'm the #1 candidate.